Okay, welcome back. Going into day 3, I have a plan. That drawing room has been bugging me for a while. And as far as the 2 pictures puzzle, I just need to get the northwestern quarter filled in and I'll have it done. So that's the plan. Get to the northwest corner and finish out the 2 pictures puzzle and go from there. I also have that outer room now. So I want to drop an outer room before I do the rest of the mansion, because the outer room is going to color basically the rooms that I choose from now on. Oh, I see something new on the bridge. That is that is the computer chip. Okay, I don't have to dig that up anymore. Still don't know what it does. Um, Toolshed Shrine Trading Post. Well, 2 special items is what I want. Okay, metal detector. Click. Give me the metal. What was that? Why can't I get the metal? There we go. Metal detector. What was the other thing? A battery pack. Still don't know how to use the battery pack. Metal detector, coins and keys. Good. Bodes well for the run. Let me look at that. Right, these pedestal things. I still don't know what they do. And grab the microchip. I'm sure there's something in the mansion that this will work on. And also, while we're over here, let's take a look. Okay, can't get across the river. The plank is on the other side. Alright. Secrets? No. No secrets. I think they're just trying to tell me that you can only cross that creek from the other side. Can I see the... Can't see the garage from here. Mount Holly is looking majestic as ever in the distance. Okay, let's start this run. Start as always by picking up my allowance. And let's start on the west wing. Parlor, closet, storeroom. It's got to be parlor. Pantry, hallway, den. Den. And bedroom, coat check, storeroom. I've not placed a coat check before, but I need the materials. Storeroom. Okay, den or parlor. Do the parlor game first. Grab the key. And today's puzzle is... The gems are on the floor. Lie. The gems are in this box. Maybe. The gems are on the desk. That's also a lie. This is the truth. And the gems are in this box. Oh, that's neat. Since we didn't place the parlor on the outer wall, the windows are shuttered. But we can still see out the front. Mount Holly out there. I really like that attention to detail. Those little touches really make a game great. Good job. All right, moving on. Pantry, hallway, spare room. I want the pantry. Chapel, bedroom, commissary. I think I'll place the chapel. Alright, drop something in the corner. Bedroom, nook, commissary. It's a shame to waste the door. We'll drop the nook and get a free key. Okay, well this gets my gamer sense tingling. Luckily the nook is pretty easy to get pretty early on, so I'll save that for later. Hall, guest bedroom, courtyard. The hall will get me going up. But I got the gems, I'll drop the courtyard. Alright. I've got a chest. I've got a dig spot. No shovel. No shovel in the courtyard. Oh. Metal detector sees something. A free key. Well, if you're just going to give me a free key, I'm going to open that chest. And we find a gem, a key, and a coin. Alright. Well, we're good on resources now. This is looking to be a good run. Closet, bedroom, garage. Really wanted something to keep me going north. We'll place the garage and get 3 more keys. And where's the keys? They were below the button last time. Now they're over here. Why change the placement? I always come from the south to get to the garage. Oh, a note I missed. We have a name for the chauffeur, Christoph. And he's been negligent in his duties lately. Miss Babbage is not pleased. Well, with no breaker box, we gotta move in a different direction. Corridor, spare room, dark room. Dark room. Okay. I guess I'm gonna need to place the breaker box. So, the bridge had a secret. Does this picture give any clues to it? No, it doesn't. Closet, hallway, passageway. I want the passageway. Corridor, guest bedroom, archives. I really want to see breaker box. Place the corridor here and see what's behind door number 2. Guest bedroom, terrace, commissary. Commissary gives me another chance for the breaker box. I am swimming in coins. Let's spend some money. Alright, magnifying glass, not for this run. Sledgehammer is always useful. I've never used the sleeping mask or the running shoes before. If I had to guess, the sleeping mask makes bedrooms more effective, and the running shoes conserve steps in some way. I've only got enough money to pick one. I think I'll go with the running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling long distances. That should help with backtracking. Spare room, closet, boudoir. Still no breaker box. Guest bedroom, utility closet, kitchen. There she is. So the gymnasium is on by default. I bet if I turn that off, it negates its red effect. Hallway, closet, drawing room. Drawing room again. I don't even want to look at the drawing room right now. I'm taking hallway. Guest bedroom, bunk room, rumpus room. I wish there was something turning up. Should I really spend my last gem on the rumpus room? I mean, we have a coin for Alzara. And there's coins in this room.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms. There is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so that's interesting. I'll take that as confirmation that the two pictures puzzle is connected to the safes and the red notes. There are 8 safes. We're only going to find 7 letters. And I should try to confirm if there are 8 bird baths out on the grounds. Bedroom, coat check, nursery. All of these dead end. That's disappointing. I can't get to the northwest corner now. Well, you're as useless as ever. Silver lining, I did see on day 2 that I missed a picture. So on one of these corner tables. Yeah, that one. Okay, just close above the other one. Alright, nothing important was missed. I guess we can still open the garage door. One bird bath. Two bird baths. Take a good hard look at the tool shed. I got steps to spare. Is this why the run didn't do well? Because it didn't make a wish at the start? Sledgehammer still doesn't work on these boards. Three bird baths. Maybe there's a secret I missed. There are unlit torches in this tunnel. It would be nice if I could get those lit. Fourth bird bath. Fifth bird bath. 6th birth bath. So there's only 6 bird baths that I've found. If there are 2 more pedestals, I can't reach them yet. There's still a couple of permanent additions that I can add. But it's time to call it a day. Ugh, I don't even want to look at this Trumping Cottage anymore. Moving on to day 3. We're keeping going. Oh, that's another cool touch. The writing in the sky is reflected in the pool. Alright, beelining the west wing. Gonna reach those upper ranks today. Have these birds always been here? Again, it's gotta be referencing those bird baths. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice this side for materials. Storeroom. Okay, pantry or bedroom would be good here. Let's drop the bedroom. Den or nook would be good here. Den gives me more exits. And this time I will not forget to drop a good luck coin. And I'm going to place that outer room. And today we have a root cellar, a trading post, or a hovel. Root cellar means that I'll be dropping a lot of green rooms. We got 68 steps right now. I'm going to drop the hovel. I don't think there's any reason to waste a step on the hovel. Just having it placed should do the effect. And grab the microchip just in case. Guest bedroom, closet, commissary. Corner's a good place for a closet. Well, you're a new item. Ivory die. While drafting, you can roll new floor plans. Okay, so it's the drawing room effect just all the time. One time. Pantry, nook, observatory, or I can re-roll. Drop the observatory and get those stars up. Southern Cross. Awesome. That means lots of doors leading to the north. Alright, this is shaping up to be a blessed run. Chapel, parlor, nursery. Chapel. Yep, take my coin, that's fine. Guest bedroom, parlor, drawing room. Freaking drawing room again. He must be like super common or something. Security room, feels good to get this early. Great Hall Archives Rotunda. 9 steps for Rotunda. I should redraw these. I don't like any of these. Parlor, spare room, cloister. I want that cloister, but still, 9 steps. I'll drop the parlor here. I still got 2 exits out the security room. Okay, what's today's puzzle? The blue box contains the gems. Could be true. This box is the black box. That's a lie. This box is the white box. That's a lie. Black is true. The blue box contains the gems. And payday. Alright, time to manipulate the security doors. I missed car keys in a battery pack? Where did... I gotta go back and find those. Where? Well, this blessed run may be crippled by my own negligence. I'm gonna have to backtrack and search. Anyway, let's finish what I came here to do. Security level low. And offline mode unlocked. Alright. Corridor, courtyard, garage. Corridor and courtyard get me further north. If I had the car keys, I might place the garage. But... sledgehammer. Okay. I'm already running into locked doors. Let's go this way. Okay. All of these hook to the right. I've only got one other green room. Patio seems pointless. Kitchen... I would, if I had the money, I would buy the food. Guess we'll drop in pantry. Alright, I have 3 doors remaining. They all go to the right. And one of those is a security door. I can't open that yet. I do have those missing items. Did I leave something in the closet? No, this is definitely clear. Where are those car keys? Okay, well, I placed the bedroom, but I didn't enter the bedroom. Hey, free money. Okay. Keys. Keys or battery? Just double check the storeroom. And nothing. If it's in the hovel, oh, it's going to cost so many steps. Well, there's the battery. All right. I guess there could be car keys in here somewhere. Alright, I'm convinced they're still somewhere in the house. Yeah, all this backtracking has really chewed through my steps. Let's just make sure there's no keys in the closet. If they were there, no, they're definitely not there. And the observatory, I blitzed through this room as well. No. Upstairs. I mean, is there even a table up here? There's a ledge, nothing there. That's kind of crazy. They got me searching for car keys through a mansion in a video game. God, imagine if real life, if you had to look through all the pews in your private chapel to find your car keys. Alright, I'm giving up on the car keys. I'm not even going to place the garage this run, so don't even matter. Okay, so still need a key card. Got 2 more exits. Let's just keep it running. Down to my last key. Don't want to waste it here yet. Let's see what's in the pantry. Weight room, passageway, rotunda. Weight room and rotunda probably cost me the same amount of steps. This would be the first time I would place the rotunda, so let's take a look at what's there. Well, some cool looking gearwork. Hope we get to see that spin. These tiles kind of remind me of the dartboard. Is there anything interesting about these shadows? Walls look pretty uniform. Alright, before we press that button, let's open this door. Spare room, nursery, secret passage. All of these go to the south, and they cut off the courtyard exit, which is fine, because that was a locked door. Have we been in the nursery before? I think this is the first time. Big star motif. Oh, that's a big goose. A lot bigger than the one in the maid's room. Some blocks on the floor. More blocks in the playpen. Pilot and plot on the wall. We've seen that before. That lamp is different. That's an interesting choice. Cool looking dragon. Pawn in the nursery. Nothing in that crib. Nothing in that crib. Got a book and a lucky rabbit's foot. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a crown made of rubies and a castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down, if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had, the one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near to you, in fact in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. Any clues in the illustrations? Nothing jumping out at me. Blackbird and a yellowbird. It's an awful lot of red imagery. Now, I'm supposed to be the blue prince, not the red prince. Alright, let's try another direction. Okay, this is going north. This is the right way. Last key. Archives, weight room, cloister. I only have 9 steps left. I can't do the cloister. Weight room will cost 4 or 5 steps. The rotunda will let me rotate floor plans. That's kind of pointless as these are all 4 exit rooms. I guess I'll place the archives here. Won't be able to see my floor plans, but we're going to risk it for the biscuit. Okay, so this room was replicated in the aquarium. Can I click on... Doesn't look like any of these file cabinets open. This one also seems to just be a prop. Door I can't open. That's fine. We can still try to go north. Can't climb ladders. Oh, there's a tie. Where's the other picture? And a lever. I'll take that. That box does nothing. Okay. There's a clock, tie and time. And we have a scrapbook in this room. Alright, I'm going to study this book for a bit. I will leave up the pages for y'all to pause and read along, but I'm gonna scrub through this and give you my TLDR. Okay, so here's what I've got. This scrapbook covers a period of time from August 85 to September 88, and it's mostly about the author Marion Marigold. Two of her books are mentioned, Red Prince and Swimbird. We just read Red Prince in the nursery, and I can order Swimbird from the library. Some view the Red Prince as a political critique of the Royalist Party, and that's because the Royalist faction identifies with the color red. Marion Marigold is a pseudonym for Mary Matthew Jones, and Mary is Baron Herbert Sinclair's niece and possibly my mother. I think I should dedicate a page of notes to just filling out a family tree. I've seen Mary's photo before. She's the pretty lady with a book and a pen on the desk photo in the office. We've got two new names, Caleb Manning, who's Mary's friend and mentor, and his publisher, Philip White. Both men were arrested by the Red Guard over the Trinsdale bombing of '86. The paper mentions a rebel faction called the RLCF, also known as the Children of Blackwater. Mary drops her publisher a week after Manning's arrest. Manning gets charged with grand treason. Cinca is the family business. I've seen many of their products around the manor. Mary disappears. She was last seen riding a carriage in Trinsdale. The driver is also missing. The crown jewels of Orinda Aries are heisted from the Finn Aries Museum. The Ruby Crown robbery was masterfully executed by a team of armed burglars. And from context, the RLCF is likely responsible. I do not know what RLCF stands for yet. Alright, back to the plan. Very close to the northwest corner. I'm out of keys. I have 8 steps left, so we're approaching the end of this run. Locked. That's not good. Key card. Don't have one. Let's see what's behind door number 3 then. Okay. Passageway is expensive. Kitchen gets me going the right direction. Or I can roll the dice. All these doors are locked. And I have no keys. Okay. Back to the rotunda. And I'm gonna watch the shadows this time to see if they do anything interesting. Nothing too notable. I'm quickly running out of options now. This run is dead. Just gotta figure out where I want to end my day. There's a chance I could get more steps from this bedroom. Nope. Well, guess we're gonna find out what happens when you run out of steps. The day just ends. Okay. West-facing cottage. I guess I went in too aggressively. I really need to fill out the lower ranks so I can properly stock myself up with resources. Alright, one more. Hey, so I'm recording this from the editing booth. We are going to call it here and put up day 5 in a separate video. So, yeah, it's already recorded. I just got to get through the editing on that first. Should also figure out an end card. Oh well. Peace, y'all.